It was the 70s. A recent college grad, I wore short skirts, not quite as big as Angela Davis afro, and styled around Atlanta in my 1973 Ford Mustang. Whenever I stepped out of my ride, I knew all the turning heads were not for me. No matter how cute I looked, guys didn't want me. They wanted to have their way with my beautiful car. Proper young Southern women weren't supposed to desire sexy or powerful driving machines, but times were changing. My Mustang was sleek, fast, and a guy magnet. Forget the guys. Truth be told, I was in love with my car. I drive 50 feet or 50 miles just to soar down the road in my wild brown stallion. When I put my bare foot on the gas, I became the source of power, a power I didn't feel as a woman or as a lowly payroll clerk. The Mustang had become a part of me, and I treasured everything it had to offer, from swiftness to sensuality, except for that noise in the roof. Weekdays, I bypassed the parking lot of an expressway, taking surface streets to work. The irritating clanging over my head whenever I went under 40 miles an hour meant something was wrong. I didn't think it affected the smooth ride or engine performance. It did me proud on the open range of expressways. But this auditory anomaly needed to be addressed. Unfortunately, no one heard it but me, a woman. I took my dad for a short spin where he heard nothing save the classical musical station he put on the radio, annoyed that I dared to drive such a pristine automobile to the sounds of Sly and the Family Stone. The family mechanic was worse. Women don't know how to handle power like this. I gagged as he left me in the garage, driving my Mustang off the premises so fast, all I could see was smoke. He returned from this high-speed jaunt, the Temptations blasting at concert decibels, and ran his greasy fingers over the long, shiny hood of my pride and joy. I didn't hear a thing, probably too much car for you. Angrily, I sped home and washed my baby, swearing with each delicate touch of my chamois cloth that my concerns were going to be heard despite my gender. The last resort was the dealer. Had my father brought in the car, he would have been taken seriously. So I dressed in a pantsuit in hopes of gaining equal access to professional courtesy. It didn't help. The mechanic rolled his eyes and mumbled, "You women don't know nothing about cars." He'd look at it, of course, but I'd suffer sexist innuendos before he got to it. That was it. My Mustang deserved great care, so I went to the head of customer service with my concerns. We rode in halting rush hour traffic. As he drove, he admitted hearing something strange. I left my baby there, knowing he would get great care. Days later, I picked up my sorely missed Mustang and was informed by the red-faced mechanic that a wrench had been left in the roof at the factory. His color returned as he threw in a weak apology. and a free oil change. I patted my Mustang, then went for a spin, slow in downtown traffic. The only sound, the purring of a perfectly tuned piece of machinery owned and cared for by a woman. I made one detour before heading home. The look on the family mechanic's face when I told him about the wrench was all I needed to hear. From there, I soared down the expressway, feeling as strong as a Mustang and quite proud of myself. To be heard in the world of men, I gently roared and was heard. For me, it was a sign of things to come.